hit go live and like, you
Oh, I
freaking
just did.
guy, you hit. I swear to gosh, I can't count. Like, there are some days where we're connected.
Oh, 5, 4. Oh, wait, we're already live, people. I'm
What do you?
sorry.
What are you doing? We've been live.
Sandy, that's such a fabulous picture of you. Can I tell you that?
I was just trying to make it feel like I was.
I look at my crunchy hair and I'm like, oh my.
I don't know why. Oh, what happened there?
Oh,
I don't see it as a bad thing, but y'all know I'm kind of like, what do you call it? Preferential to curly hair.
Oh,
biased.
I'm kind of biased to curly hair because, like, my wife and my kids, they have curly hair, and I think curly hair looks cute on the kids, and I think it's probably the most beautiful hair on women in general. And so I think, especially if it's natural, I think I'm more natural hair. Not gonna lie, the whole perming / straightening thing, I'm not hating on it. I'm just, I'm just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
And so when I see there's people sometimes when I see who have curly hair, I'm like, oh man, that looks great. It looks good on you. And then when I see them with straight hair, I'm like, yeah, I got my hair done. Do you like it? I'm like, next question.
Well, here's the thing. If you were taught to embrace your hair as a child, I think it makes a world of difference.
It does, yes.
And then two, if you had the appropriate products to put in said appreciative hair, then it would be so much easier.
And I think you're right on that, because I know the products that we got to put in my daughter's hairs. And so it's a combination of 3 things. It's oil. So we use some coconut oil.
Mm-hmm.
We use olive oil, or not oil, I'm sorry, water, and then moisturizer. And so the 2 of them have to have different amounts of both of those things. So one needs more water while the other one needs more moisturizer.
Mm-hmm.
But they each of them have all those 3.
Yeah, and you have to find like the right stuff, and what works on this person doesn't work on this person. So I mean, I've spent like a ton of money trying to get back my curl that I damaged, because I would straighten it. I straightened it constantly.
I recall that.
I don't remember that, or maybe I do, and I just
like this first December was our first pictures that we actually took with my curly hair. It's the first time Joe photographed my curly hair.
That's right. That's right.
Because I always straightened it.
Speaking of hair, Joe.
Speaking of hair.
You did something different today, didn't you?
I did. No hat today. Today is no hat.
Oh,
day.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's so weird seeing you without hat. And your headphones, they're not giant things
right
anymore.
Yeah,
either.
So I switched to the smaller headphones because the big ones sometimes get like crunched on my head, on my ears. So I was like, I'm going to try something a little different. The problem is right now I can't, like, listening to myself sounds like an echo, or not an echo, but it's just like a real, like I'm talking through headphones basically. So
that's what I hear every time we do this.
I'm going to try not to scream at y'all, so just bear with me. So how was y'all's day?
Uneventful. Mine was uneventful, and I finished watching The Case of Adnan Syed.
Uh-huh.
I was sad, so I've just been watching The Golden Girls to make myself feel a little bit better.
I was going to say, someone had mentioned that to you, right, and suggested that to you.
Yes, and I think it was in the comments, but I had already seen it. I just hadn't taken the time to watch it. I want to say Connie suggested it, but I finally found it. And I was just kind of sad. But anyway, so then I just started a marathon of The Golden Girls. So
sorry about that. I was trying to find. I was referred to something on Netflix, and I can't remember what it was, but it was true crime. So, and they told me that they stayed up till 3 a.m. watching it. So I'll have to reach out and find out.
Find out what it is. I've done that before. That's miserable. Then having to get up and go to work in the morning. Hi, David.
Hello.
I just realized Sandy has like this crazy accent too. Has she always had that?
Joe? She does not have an accent.
What are you talking about?
Well, you didn't have it there. I'll tell you the next time you have it, though. It might just me being away from Texas for too long, too.
What did I say? What did I say that made me have an accent?
Right there. You just said it again. You said accent.
Accent.
No, she didn't say it like that.
No,
You said it like that. She didn't say it like that.
I didn't say it like that.
Anyway, I'm just like, huh? It's
So
not bad. I just noticed.
Now I'm just going to be conscious about it. Now I'm
So
going to try to have like a Spanish accent.
yeah,
No,
I
it's
have
not that.
I have a business of the day, so we can plug it.
Oh,
We
go
forgot
for
about
it.
it yesterday.
Run away with it.
Let's unpin it and bring it in now.
Let's unpin it and bring it back. Okay. So today's business is Lubbock's Home and Family Magazine. They have transitioned to a totally digital format, making it easy for our loyal readers to find online and for advertisers to get a bargain on advertising while reaching hundreds of people. The magazine has been in production for almost 25 years and continues to work towards improving families' lives. That's Lubbock's Home and Family. The CEO is Melody Dawes, and the cool thing is I've actually done some photography work for them way back when. So
Nice.
yeah, so it's pretty cool.
You know what? Good for you guys for moving and evolving, doing all digital and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's what some of the businesses that have closed down have needed. You know, Toys R Us and all those other places. What is?
I'm sorry, you
99 out
can't
of-
see. I can't have Netflix on and like search for something. And that I'm going to tell you right now, that drives me nuts. Like
What?
whenever you're like browsing Netflix and you like
Uh.
and you accidentally stop on a show and it starts playing the trailer
Playing the
for it.
trailer.
Oh, I know, right?
You can
Isn't that
turn that
the
off.
freaking craziest
It's in
thing?
your settings. Turn it
It
off.
makes it so. Ah,
Yeah,
I just wanted to be animated.
Yeah, it was not. Good.
Y'all need to get with the times. Okay.
There-
Even I can figure
I
out.
was about to
how
say, Sandy's over here telling us go into settings and turn it off, and I'm like, I feel a
Yeah.
little schooled right now because I didn't even know that existed. To be honest with you,
Right. Wait a minute. There's a settings in
there's
Netflix.
the settings. So
you
what
sounds like
do
you've used it, Sandy.
is turn it on and then back off. Not really. No, you just go in and turn it off. You're fine.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm
That's
gonna
kind of
do
like when people tell me that there's issues with their computers, Sandy, and I'll be on the phone. I'm like, oh, okay, and I'll be on there for like 2 hours with a customer. I'm like, I think we really need to just go ahead and just do the ultimate. And they're like, what is that? I'm like, there's a little piece of equipment between the keyboard and the chair. If we replace that, I think all the problems are going to go away. And they'll be like,
I don't see it.
and they're like looking all over. Oh, look at this. Sandy, you're like Abner. No exit, no exit, no exit. Bam! Spanish. Then bam, John Wayne.
Because I'll
God.
throw in some enchiladas real quick.
there you go. who's Abner?
Abner Uresti. You
Abner,
know,
Oh.
you're resting. Come on.
I know his nephew. He's
your
a
great
friend.
grandparents know Abner Uresti.
Yeah, I'm
Touch
sure
him.
they
I remember him. I remember when I used to get his autograph, and then I'd be like, "No, give me John Robertson back. I want his autograph instead."
do. Right. Hey, so who do we have on the show today?
Yes, tell us.
I'm so excited, guys. So last week, was it last week, guys? Last week we were asked to bring a hair person on
Yeah.
the show.
Ellie
Right.
Boyd asked us to do that. Yeah.
Okay. And so we went out and looked, and I remembered that I have a friend, a dear old friend from school back in my junior high days at Atkins Junior High. And I was like, wait a minute, she owns a salon, actually. I wonder if she'd come and do the show. And she said yes. So we have a friend of mine named Joyce. I forget her last name because I know her by Joyce Milo. By Joyce Milo.
It's Gibson right there.
Thank you. Okay. But it's Joyce Gibson. And so she said she would come on the show with us today, and that's who we have in the green room. So let's not keep her in there much longer.
Let's not. Let's bring her in.
Bring
Come
her
on in.
Yay!
Hi, Joy.
Joyce,
Okay.
it's so good to see you again. It's like I've seen you on Facebook, and I saw you. You know, you got to do the reunion football game for Atkins a year or two ago, and I was sad I couldn't go, but I was like, man, and seeing you here now and talking with you these last couple of days, it's been like weird but cool weird.
So I'm part of the problem between the computer and the chair you were talking about, right?
Oh yes.
Remember
That's-
last night?
Oh yes. We definitely recall that.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
This is not operator error. That was not me.
No. You were such a sport at it too, though, so that was awesome. I appreciate that. But guys, I have known Joyce for so long, and she has always had just such a great personality. She's always been easy to get along with. She's always been funny, cute, smart. She is the one person that, like, when I think of someone who could just mingle around all the different social groups in school, like Joyce is the poster child for that.
She was the floater.
She was
Yeah.
totally the floater, and everyone got along with you, Joyce. There was no one I could remember to be like who didn't know Joyce and who wasn't always friends, but she was always willing to be friends with them. And it didn't matter what they looked like, whether they were short, tall, skinny, flaca, anything like that. She was like, she could be friends with all of them. She could,
I was friends with the gangsters that my brother was cutting up his t-shirts that spray painted our house.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I didn't care who you were. I just love people.
Yeah.
So this is like a perfect, what you do in your life then is perfect right now then.
It is. Yes. I think so. I like
You think
people.
so? You like people?
I think
So you
they like
used to
you
live
too.
here in Lubbock for a while, if I recall correctly.
Yes. I grew up and I left whenever I was 24.
Oh, wow, because we have some people that had said some stuff about you. So excited to see Joyce Gibson. She's a rock star, even when she plays the volleyball.
What does that mean when she plays the volleyball? I don't know. I guess that's an inside thing.
Right.
Carrie, you'll have to tell us about. You have to explain that because I need it
now.
written out for me.
No, I bet, Carrie, like when you played the sports, you remember who was our guest that said the sports?
Oh, that was
it
who said
Maddie?
that? I think it was Maddie.
She
I
said
think
that?
it was.
She was
think
like
so.
something about the sports.
Yeah.
I'll leave it.
Because the sports are not, the sports are not on. And she's like, the sports. Yeah, that was
You've got some fans already, though, Joyce.
Hi,
Look at this.
Monica. That's one of my stylists.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I love your earrings. Before you go on, those are awesome statement pieces.
Aren't they cool? So I love earrings. My hair just grows so slow. And so I'm really big. Like I love big earrings. And a client got me these for Christmas. And I'm like, they remind me like, so San Antonio like does like Fiesta and we didn't get to do Fiesta. And I'm like, well, this is the perfect time. But I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear my big earrings today.
Right.
They look like little dresses, but they're kind of like, I don't know. But thank you.
Are they turquoise? Is that the color they are? Turquoise?
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's my wife's favorite color for her earrings. She loves turquoise. Look,
that is.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you already said that one.
Oh, this one. I'm sorry.
Hi, Irene. Oh, that's one of my clients. Hello.
Awesome. Oh, wow. That's cool. You have your clients on here too.
Hello. I am somebody. Everybody is somebody at Atkins Junior High.
Straight up.
Did she just do a shout out to a junior high?
It's all good. That's where we're from. So listen, Joyce, I know you and I we've known each other for a long time, and I want everyone else to know you. So if you wouldn't mind, just kind of tell us who you are and what it is that you do. While you do that, I put together a little slideshow that I'm going to be playing in the side of us, so that everyone can see some of your work and your business and everything else. And if you want me to go back to one of the slides later, just let me know, and I'll be happy to slide us back there. Okay?
Do you want me to talk about the slides? You just me and whatever.
Well, you know what? How about you tell us a little bit about your history first, and then when you want to start getting into the business, I'm going to play the slides, since that's more centered around is the business. Okay,
cool.
Awesome.
Well, I never wanted to leave Lubbock. Lubbock is my home. I love it. It's the people, I guess. I don't know. But it will always be home. Whenever I see the flat ground, whenever I'm driving in town, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. But I had a breakup with a boyfriend, and I was working for Lowe's Home Improvement at the time. And I was able to transfer. My best friend since 4th grade lived in Iowa, and I got a transfer with Lowe's. 2 weeks later, I moved to Iowa.
Wow.
And I was 24. Yeah, it was just whatever. I worked 3 or 4 jobs, and then I started going to cosmetology school. I always wanted to go. I couldn't get a loan on my own for some reason. Mom didn't make enough money. I couldn't, whatever. So I'm a big believer in everything works out the way it's supposed to. And so I think if I would have, actually I tried to go to cosmetology school in Lubbock for a little bit, but I have lots of friends, and I would work, and I would go to school, and then I would miss school. And anyway.
But then we would party.
That's a party. Yeah, I was human. I did go to South Plains College for a little bit, but I always wanted to do hair. That was my passion. Anyway, I moved to Iowa. Iowa is 2,100 hours, and as opposed to Texas is I think is 1,500. And so it's like clocking in and out for a job. So you have to go so many hours to go to school. So I went to school. There was a certain amount you had to go, and then after a while you were able to go a little bit longer. And so at one point I was going to school 56 hours a week, clocking in and out, and then working.
Wow.
After that I was working a part-time job, and then I was working another kind of job to help with my rent because I knew the manager in my apartment complex. And then I worked at a bar and grill on the weekends. And talking about Sandy and your accent earlier, from Lubbock, I didn't hear it, but being in Iowa in the Midwest and I don't have it anymore, but that Lubbock accent, like I got asked to be married like all the time.
I believe it.
Texas, marry me. I made so much money. I'm like, thank you, Lord, for this accent. I'm paying my bills. I'm able to go to school, and thank you, Lubbock.
That's funny.
Sandy, you're married, so is that did Eric like it was the accent that got him?
Nah. It was the attitude. He signed up for this life.
All right, sorry, Joyce, go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. Anyway, I finished school, and my goal was I always wanted my own salon. I've always been in some kind of management, whether it was a team leader or like I started off at the mall as a little shift manager at pretzel maker. So I've always loved like the business side of it. But as far as me and my people skills, making people feel beautiful, make them feel good about themselves, that's me. I get along with everybody. So I finished school, and either was going to do Dallas or I just wanted a big city because I wanted I wanted to open up a big salon. Well, I ended up in San Antonio, and I worked at a little salon. It was a little old lady salon. I'm learning that a lot of people do that these days. Like they start and they're like the cool young hip chick, and everybody else does like the old lady roller sets. Like
The walking set.
yes, yeah, they come. Yeah, the walking set. They're there every Friday, every Thursday, whatever. So I didn't have any clients, so I started doing pedicures. As a cosmetologist, you can do hair, you can do makeup, you can do nails, and you can feet, and you can do facials. It was we kind of like the all around. Yes, Joe.
Sorry.
That's his dog. I was like, you let the dogs out?
And I was like, you want me to stop?
No, I think he had to mute himself so the
Hold
dog
on.
would bark.
Stop.
I think
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yes. And then for James.
That's for Jamie. I hear him talk too much. So I thought I would make a little.
so.
That's great.
Thank you, Joyce. I really appreciate
Apparently
you.
Joe needs one.
Yes.
I guess. I didn't know my dogs were going to go crazy.
That's okay. So I'm trying to do like the long story short. Anyway, I moved around in about the same area, and then now these days they have Truesdells, they have Salons by JC, Solo Salon, so you can rent like a little space in a big building. Have y'all seen those? I'm sure they have a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I started off there in a kind of a medium-sized room, and then I told the manager, I said, okay, so my goal is to open up my own salon, and she says, okay, well, this is what you need to do. So I got a pedicure chair. I started doing manicures. I started doing pedicures and hair. But I did the hair while their color was processing. Instead of sitting there for 45 minutes or an hour, I would do their manicure or I would do their pedicure. So I get that extra 30, 40, 50 bucks in that hour that we would have just been sitting there anyway.
Nice.
So yeah, and then there's timing for everything. On those places, you have to sign a contract. So I think I had like 13 months. And so I owed them, if I wanted to leave, it was going to be $30,000 for me to get out of my contract.
Whoa.
Yeah,
they
it was
really
crazy.
They really didn't want you to leave, did they?
No.
Good night.
The building that I'm renting now came up for rent, and I have completely redid it. I had to take out a loan. This year, September, will be 6 years that I opened. And instead of having employees, I really liked the thing of renting. So I don't want to babysit. I don't want to, I want people, because we're all so busy these days. So if you can come and go as you please. I think what's different about me is my room that I have for the girls, I'm normally out there with them, is we're in an open space. So they don't pay like they would pay in one of those places with their own individual room.
Right.
Nice.
But I think the good thing about it is, now I've been through several women. I've had several different stylists that want to work. I'm trying to find the right.
I know what you meant, girl. I know.
And we have had one. So I'll be open 6 years in September. One of my girls, Caitlin, has been with me for almost 6 years.
Wow.
Faith has been with me. She was with me for a year. She's been back for a year. So almost 2.5, almost 3 years. Monica's going on a year. I have a facial girl that was with me for 2 years. She ended up leaving. But I have another girl that was with me for a year, and then she just came back. And so sometimes we're here by ourselves, and then sometimes we're here all together. And I think that's the great thing about it, is whenever you rent your own room, you're just by yourself all the time. And so nothing against our clients, but sometimes it's like they are not tired of us, but they're like, we love hearing what everybody else has to say. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like, oh, well, she said that, whatever.
It's like the proverbial gossip room kind of thing. They like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I do. And the good thing about me is, even though the girls rent from me, they do sign a little contract, but we have rules. Don't show, certain body parts, or we have an understanding. And the girls that I have at the salon are very, like, they take pride. Like, I always tell them, like, my name's on the door, but this is y'all's salon too. Yeah. And they are as much as an owner as I am, because they just take so much pride. And I'm just really blessed to be where I'm at. And I'm not rich by any means. I'm paying the bills, and I have great girls, and I love coming to work every day. And that's me. And I have 2 kids and a husband, and I love them, but I love, I'm probably here more than.
So
that's awesome.
You have probably what my worst nightmare is for going when I cut my hair, Joyce. So I hope you have, like, I can't handle all the talking and everything. I want, when I go, it's just silent. I want my what are the person who cuts my hair. What is the word? I was trying to figure that out. What is the word that you? Is it a stylist?
Hairstylist, yeah. Don't call us a beautician.
Okay, thank you. I had the hardest time, and I almost put that several times, and I was like, hair cutter. What do I was so okay? A hairstylist.
I think a hairstylist is a good, yeah.
Okay.
Does everybody else think that's still watching? Monica, is she still there?
I stylist, and I don't know how to style anything.
So y'all reply to Joyce, because I do want to know that, like, what to technically call people who do hair. So there is a 45-second delay, Joyce. So if they're not answering immediately, it's not because they don't want to answer.
Okay, I'm like, they got bored. Bye.
But, so when I go get my haircut, I do like for people let's just cut my hair and.
Jamie wants to moan while he's getting his hair shampooed.
Watch, yes. No, massage. I paid the extra to get my head massaged, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a guy do that, and I have my male clientele has grown. A lot of them they want to make an appointment. So we just do appointments only. We don't have walk-ins. And a lot of men have decided to come over to more the salon side as opposed to the barber side, because they do have to wait so long, and they would rather pay a little bit more.
Yes.
And get that shampoo and that scalp massage.
Yes. It feels so good.
I did, yes. I did have one guy who brought his girlfriend. He was like 50 years old, brought his girlfriend, and is moaning while I'm washing his hair. And she's giving me that evil eye. And I'm like, ma'am, I do this to everybody. And I'm like, dude. There goes your last appointment with me. He flashed.
He lost himself.
He never came back.
Are you serious?
Yes.
She made him stop coming.
I'm like, moan whenever she's not here. I mean, It feels
Right.
good.
But you get it, right, Joyce? You get the. I mean, you understand. Like
Oh
for
yeah,
us,
no, we
it
try
feels
to wash
good.
each other's hair, and we're just like, can you go longer? Because it feels so
See,
good.
I'm not alone in that. Yes.
No, I mean, it feels great, especially in this mess. I mean, it's great, but I might have drooled, but I've never moaned.
Yeah, no, I don't moan.
I'm
Some
like,
people
don't
don't
stop.
like it though. I've had a handful of people that are like, just wash the shampoo out and be done. I'm like, oh, okay, like women. So that's one
Oh.
thing, Jamie. If you go to the same person, then that person should know that you don't want to talk.
Yes. And we did a whole bit on that before, Joyce, where I was like, I actually found this salon or whatever up here, and I was like, wait, you write notes for all your customers that come in frequently? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, would it be a terrible idea if you put, this is the haircut I want, this is the guard I use, and no conversation, and the shampoo wash and the extra 2 times head thing, whatever? And she was like, yeah, I guess so. Sign me up. Sign me up
Is
every
that
time.
what we're supposed to do?
Sorry. Okay.
Did you
Real
see
quick.
that, Jamie?
I did see it. Thank you. All right. So Monica,
Thank you, Monica.
or Barbara, if you go to barbershop.
So she's funny. I should have had her up here with me. She's our newest girl, and she's so funny. She's great.
That's awesome.
So I want to show some of the pictures that you sent me, and
Oh, okay.
together. Is that okay?
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
Clappy emoji.
I do that on
There's our
purpose, just in
logo.
case you
It's
were.
turquoise.
I think it's an excellent
I love
logo
it.
too. So I put it for 5 seconds a piece. So I maybe need to make that
You
go
may want
faster.
to just tap the button.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, how cute. I love it.
Thank you. So it's a really old building, and I've redone it several times. It used to anyway, but I'm trying to do more of a spa-like feel as opposed to. So yeah, but thank you. It's fun. It's a little low in the front, so if you're more than like 5'6", you have to duck. But
Then I'm good.
So I'd have to actually go like that. Like I'd
I
actually
love the picnic tables. Yeah, picnic tables. Who thinks that they have picnic tables out of the
okay,
salon?
so we're not on a main road. We are set back. So like there's a road right here, and then there's a little like in front of where the picnic tables are, there is like a little road. So we have marketplace on the first Saturday of every month. So there's food vendors, and they close the road down.
Wow.
Yeah. So for us, it's not good because everybody's right there and it's loud and nobody wants to come get their hair done and deal with that mess. But it's Saturday off.
Okay.
For new people, it's good for them to market. Say, hey, hand out flyers. Hey, this is where I'm at. A lot of people don't pay attention to us there, back there, but I like the location because we are set back and we're a little more private. On the left of us is a winery. To the right is a boutique, and so and catty corner is a coffee shop and bakery. So we just have our own little community, and it's not right on the road. So that's where the picnic tables come in.
I was going to say,
they're good because people can drink wine or go out there and smoke or whatever they want to do while they're pierce processing.
I was going to say, I think if you offered hair washes, you might have a few people who actually go in. But then Derek said, Derek Beard is watching right now. What's up, man? Long time no see.
Hey, Derek.
He said the picnic tables.
Where he's talking. Oh, he didn't say anything?
No, he did. He said the picnic tables are for happy hour.
I agree.
I didn't see that part. Hi, Derek.
Let's see.
What do we got next? Oh, you're a tiny gang. I like that.
Yeah, so one of the girls put that. So that's the main. Oh,
sorry.
We're a tiny gang. Don't mess with us. So there's the main floor in the main room whenever you walk in. So I have 4 chairs. So we're small, but we're clean. But the doors that I have for the stations are really old. And anyway, that's it. It's real cute and sweet.
Okay.
I like it. It's
I like
really
that.
cute.
Thank you. So this is the Christmas parade that we did. We got first place out of 90 floats.
Oh,
are you serious? Congratulations.
Yes, yeah. So the theme was a Christmas song, and we did Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and we made first place for commercial. So we were really excited. So that's why I added that one in.
Rock.
Oh,
really
wow.
cold.
Rock on. That's awesome. Because it never snows in San Antonio. So
Yeah, no, it was just cold.
That's what
So this is where I'm at right now, my little room.
Okay.
I've moved back here, but I also have a girl who does Botox and fillers. And so on days that I'm not here, she's in here. And so that was the picture she took to show her clients when she was sitting
Okay.
one day.
Yeah,
so,
and that's the cool light that you have. Now we can see that.
yes, isn't it
okay.
beautiful? Oh, I
Yes.
still have the paint around it, but I love it.
Hey,
That's very cool.
Ken Dempsey says your landlord must be fantastic.
So that is my landlord. And, he was a very mean man to me the first 4 years, but now he's wonderful and I love him. And he's going to will me this building when he dies.
Oh wow! Whenever you kick the
grandpa.
bucket, I get this building, right?
Ken, I think you might have a good choice with her, Ken. Okay, so
He just had to get to know me. That's
Yeah.
how he loves me now.
that's weird. 4
Exactly.
years. I'd be like 4 minutes, and it should be like, yeah.
Yes. So Eclectic Gym, that is, I just opened a little boutique in one of my other little rooms. Jim is my original initials, Joyce Elaine Milo. A lot of people don't know that. But that's my maiden name, and Eclectic because I'm eclectic. And so that's what I named my little boutique that's in.
Cute.
That's the
my
first time
other
I've heard
little
your
room.
middle name before.
Huh?
That's the first time I've heard your middle name.
Joyce Elaine, yes.
Okay.
So this is, I just added that in there. That's Dawn Marie's, that's my skincare, my esthetician who is on board with us. So I thought I would add that in there because she's a part of our team.
Awesome. She's part of the gang.
She is. She's part of the gang.
I must have put that one in twice, huh?
Oh,
That-
I might
He was so
be-
proud of your light fixture.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yes. Oh, so we do weddings. We have Joyce Gibson Bridal as well. And so we have a team that does bridal hair and makeup as well. So we do, and that's one of the shirts that we have in our boutique. But anyway, yeah, so that was, Ken actually owns, that's a event center down the street from us. It's called The Gardens. And am I supposed to, anyway, I'm saying it. I said it. But they invite us. And so being right down the street from them, it's really convenient for the brides and the bridal party to come down and get their hair done.
Oh, yep.
And
Yep.
then go back down. So yeah, this was one of the events. They had an open house and we were.
Nice.
Anyway.
Those type of events they can be stressful, can't they? Especially if you have bridezillas or
Absolutely.
mother-in-law's
Yeah.
villas.
Sorry.
Yep.
I'm telling myself this.
You're right.
I have a bridezilla story.
Yeah, I would love to hear a
I love
bridezilla story.
everybody.
Oh,
So that's Caitlin. That was me and Caitlin on our 5-year anniversary of the salon last September. And Caitlin's been with me since about a month after I opened. And so funny thing about that is a client of mine at the time, her kid was raising animals. And everybody's like, you're from Lubbock. You've never been on a horse. You didn't grow up on a farm. And I'm like, no. And so Caitlin's husband is the pig teacher at the school. And so I actually met him because he was the teacher of my client's son. And he's like, oh, my wife and you would get along great. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, so they got time to open my salon. 3 years later, I looked through my phone. I'm like, oh, I'm going to call Caitlin. And she's like, who are you? And where'd you get my number? We actually had babies 6 months apart. She is one of my greatest and truest friends. She's loyal. I call her my narc sometimes. I shouldn't say that out loud, but if there's someone I need to know, she lets me know. She's my homie. She's the one who did the gang sign. But anyway, that's Caitlin.
She's yours, isn't she? Okay.
So Joyce, I have we asked if anybody has any hair styling questions for you. And so we had someone that responded. So Priscilla, one of our longtime viewers, she goes, I got my hair highlighted and my hair is always tangled after I shower. What can I use to make it softer and not so tangled?
So did it tangle before she got her highlights?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Let's say yes and no, it wasn't. What's the path?
Okay, well,
Right.
some people's hair just tangles. Most of the hair that tends to tangle is finer hair, not necessarily thin, but fine hair. They can have a ton of hair. I have little brushes that I have certain clients where they know that I just use that brush for them. Like a wet brush is really popular for a lot of people whose hair tangles easily.
A wet brush?
A wet brush, yeah.
I'm going to take that note down real quick.
Yeah, so there's ones that look wet brush. Caitlin has another one. This one's called a tangle teaser. It's just
Okay.
a little. This is what I
Oh,
use.
I've got those for mine when my kids were younger. Yeah.
Yes. So they have another one that's actually called a wet brush. I've bought one before and I'm not in love with it. A lot of other girls like it, but sometimes if you use a tangle, what is it? Like a detangler or there's all kind, like Sandy was saying, or Sandy? Yeah, Sandy was saying earlier. You got to find the right product that works for your hair. I have a ton of products, like my Quaj stuff. I sell it to probably 90% of my clients. For me, the oil, it does not work. Shampoo and conditioner, I love. So it's finding that right product. But the wet brush or a tangle teaser is a good kind of, until you find that product that works for you to use on your hair to get the tangles out.
She said no. So she answered no. Your question was, what did it tangle before she got the highlights? And she said no.
Okay, so your hair is probably really dry. And you want to be careful when you're brushing it because with the highlights, it could break. And that's with any hair coloring. You want to be careful with your hair after you get out of the shower. But I would get some strengthening shampoo and maybe a moisturizing conditioner or vice versa. Since you spent money on your highlights, I would get professional shampoo and conditioner. I wouldn't go to
Wally
a
World.
store a Walmart or grocery store. And Walmart and HEBs and United, a lot of them have different products that are your name brands, your Quaj and your Biolage and your Palm Mitchell. Those are not, I don't want to say they're real, but they could have been tampered with. Most of the time when you get it from a local stylist or from even like Ulta, obviously we prefer you to shop small and local.
Right.
We can't get it as cheap as they do over there, but several years back, like a Quaj, I can show you on one of these. It says it's only guaranteed in a professional salon, authorized for sale only in professional salons. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, I like the
And
yeah.
Oh, I normally get my nails done. That's the other thing I hadn't done yet, but thank you. Anyway, it says authorized. So I had to actually sign.
Oh yeah, right there at the top.
Yep.
Like I'm trying to get it where, like
right there.
Yeah.
So a lot of products will say that it's only guaranteed if you buy it from a salon or authorized dealer. I had to sign an agreement on my products that I sell that I will not sell it to somebody else in bulk, that they're going to resell it. So these places shut down. These places, like you'll go to even like a TJ Maxx and you'll see bedhead and you're like, oh, I'm going to get this. Okay, so it's real easy to take that lid off and pour another shampoo in there. You don't know what's in there.
What?
And Joyce, and let me tell you this too, and this goes for Amazon products as well, because I tried the curly girl method and I thought I'm going to go and get all of these, cheap things cheaper on Amazon, and I have bought expired, like it smells rancid and it's awful.
Hush, Sandy, are you serious?
I'm serious. So now I'll go to Ulta. Now I'll go to, I have a friend that's a stylist and I'll buy some of her stuff that she has. But yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no, people, what they do is they'll either buy a bunch or they'll steal a bunch. They'll keep it in a warehouse. And so these things can't be, they can't get hot or they can't get cold. You know what I mean? There's a certain room temperature. Or, I mean, it's real easy to take the lid off. Sorry, probably not in the shampoo and conditioner, but just take the lid off and pour something else in there. You know what I mean? Like you said, it smells horrible. And so I actually went to Walmart one time and I was smelling some Biolage stuff and I was like, oh yeah, that ain't the right stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's crazy. And it may smell a little bit like it and it may really be it, but it may be expired, like Sandy said. So just to be safe on your hair whenever you do.
That's so nasty to me now. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, and then some of my clients were like, you only have like 2 or 3 products. I was like, well, I can't afford to carry the whole line. But whenever you're like TJ Maxx or whatever, they could afford to carry the whole line, but they don't have that. You know what I mean? And when we go into our supply houses, we have to have our license. They update it with our information, when it expires, our pictures. We can't take pictures. We can't buy in bulk and sell it. So they have numbers of everything. And if they catch us, like any of my products that I sell, if they catch it in a Walmart or HEB, I get fined thousands of dollars and it's not worth it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So Carrie's asking a question, Joyce, that's kind of related to this.
Okay.
She said, Joyce, are you able to ship your hair products or boutique items to your friends in Lubbock who want to support you?
yes, I do have a boutique website that I've started. I don't have a website for the salon. I have sent hair products before. I know you're not supposed to send aerosol stuff, but I didn't. It was shampoo.
Edit.
That's just
Edit.
my 12-year-old
Edit.
son coming out and saying, wink, wink. That was my.
So we'll make sure to plug Joyce's stuff at the end of the show in the comments for you guys, so that
Thank you, Carrie.
Joyce
Yes.
they can go and support you. Okay.
Yeah, she said or boutique items. She actually said or boutique items, so she didn't
Oh.
proofread before she
Either or.
actually
Yes. Yes.
I'm really good at reading too, Carrie.
I'm sorry, they don't have me reading it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Can't
I'm gonna put
Okay.
back some of the what do you call it? I almost exited out of the window. That would have sucked.
Who built this slideshow? Could they use the slowest transition possible?
You know.
That's just our little card for our Joyce Gibson bridal.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it really is slow, isn't it?
So this is we had t-shirts made. Actually, my friend Caitlin, the one who's been with me for so long, she has her own t-shirt company. And I wanted this on a shirt. I wanted to be able to sell it or give it away to clients last Christmas.
That's cute.
Who came in. And so it's a little, I don't know what the word is. We were looking earlier, or Jamie was looking for words. I don't know if it's contradicting or if it's, so you go to a salon and you want to be pretty. But me, I want you to be more than just pretty on the outside. I want you to be funny. I want you to be smart. I want you to be strong. So we had shirts of those made, and it says Joyce Gibson Salon. And I have a client, Donna, who like dubbed us the best kept secret in Helotes, which is the town that my salon is in. So that's, sorry, there's something in that.
All right then.
Right. Yes.
Preach it, Joyce.
That was
Anyway,
awesome.
that's what that is. That's the t-shirt.
Okay.
And clearly I had a timer on for some reason. That's weird. Okay.
For Jamie.
Oh, God, here.
You had a timer on for Jamie.
Hush.
So this is Casa. This is the girl that I was telling you about who does the Botox and fillers. And she has brought a whole new group of women into the salon. And so my goal is not only a hair salon, but I want it to be a nonstop shop. I want you to get your hair. I want you to get your nails. I want you to get your facials. I want you to get your Botox and fillers and whatever else. So.
And
You
tires
go.
rotated in the back.
What?
I said, and tires rotated.
I
in
thought
the back.
that's what you said.
Yes. I want you to come here and get it all and not have to. And people love that. That's really good because people trust me and they'll wait and they'll say, hey, Joyce, who do you recommend? And so I guess anyway, so that's one of my other girls obviously had put them in there.
If we have time at the end, I'm going to come back to the whole Botox thing. I
Oh,
don't know what that is.
look at that.
Man, Joyce, look at you.
That
Lost.
I had just gotten eyelashes done. I haven't got them done since I've been in quarantine, but I've never felt prettier than eyelashes. But also in this picture, I added some in there to talk about tape-in extensions. So the front of my hair has quit growing. I don't know if y'all can see this but it just seems like it just doesn't grow. So this whole blonde part in the front is like 2 or 3 tape-in extensions.
Oh.
I don't think I have any here.
I don't have
Right,
those.
they're real hair and they can color. I wish I had some with me. But anyway, that's what I was just to talk about hair. And there's some other pictures in there and you can see where you can curl them. And okay, so there's where it is curled. Oh, see, there's my earrings. So there it is curled. So it's real hair and you can't even see where they blend seamlessly.
Joyce, you're not photogenic at all.
Yeah.
That one was probably a filter.
He's like,
But thank you.
There's some Facetune on this part.
So,
and-
Joyce,
No, it was just a filter. I don't do any of that because sometimes I try to do it and you like go in and you're like, oh, yep, she clearly did that whole little like, let's blur that out. Let's blur that out. Then like half an eye and an ear is missing. And I'm not hating anybody for that. I just,
Yeah.
Joyce, what's better, tape in or like the glue or sew in, or as far as
in cosmetology school, I did a lot of, I didn't learn the sew in, but I did a lot of like the gluing in the tracks. And I really like that. So I've learned, talking about different hair textures and about Jamie talking about his daughters having different hair textures. I learned a lot of ethnic hair in cosmetology school as well. And like everybody, like it doesn't matter who you are, what your skin color is. My hair is going to be different than this guy's hair in the picture. Jamie's two daughters' hair is different. So it's whatever's better for that type of hair. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So tape-ins, I did one on another client and her hair is really fine. It was hard for her to get used to because we did it right in the front. Sew-in, I think I've never done it, but a lot of people like it. We've actually, there's a class that we want to take, Faith, one of my other girls, we want to take, I can't think of it, but it's, they're hand-tied extensions. Excuse me, we haven't done that one before, but tape-in is just a really thin, I don't have any with me. I left them at home. It's easy. It flops. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's your preference, really. There's a lot of people who like clip-ins as well. You can clip them in and then take them out whenever you're done. So I guess it's your preference.
So the tape-ins would work on Jamie's head because he doesn't have anything to tape to.
You know, that would be my suggestion for Jamie. Yes. I don't know. Some tracks you could probably glue them in. There's some talented women out there who can make him look amazing.
Yes, because he's got that little shiny spot right
I do
there.
have the shine.
And so
Maddie
he's
told
got-
me I needed to get some makeup over here to I don't remember how she said it, but
No, Kylie did.
that's what I said. Kylie, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Golly, you don't listen.
Sounded like Maddie, but he said Kylie.
Right. So this guy's hair was a mess, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Yeah. So he has very fine hair. And so I put that on there. So it's amazing how he had let it grow through college. And I just wanted to show you the difference of how much it looks after I cut it, because it looks amazing.
I'm so glad y'all said that was the guy. I was like, that's some long hair she has, but wait a minute, is that like, wait.
So
like,
used
oh my
to
gosh.
be, the whole thing was doing befores and afters and showing people's faces. And now it's kind of the opposite. You don't want to show the face whenever you're doing hair. So that's kind of, but yeah. So sorry you couldn't tell that was guy, but okay.
Oh, I'm bad at that kind of stuff. So.
Oh. So here's our girls. Kelly is the one who does Botox on the left, and then me. And then Monica's in the red, and Faith is the other hairstylist that I have with the horse, and then my friend Barbara. There's a historical society here in the town that we live in, and I thought one of my building was in it, but apparently not. But I bought a table and supported them. And we had fun.
Right.
But those are just some pictures. So not only are we a family here, we do things on the outside of this.
Okay. Yeah,
I
that's
hope
cool.
they see this and realize how awesome you're including them in this thing. And
I hope so. If not, it's okay.
yeah,
So this is Dixie.
I love that.
Wasn't that fun? She's like, I want mermaid hair. And so it's always a challenge because I'm not, at that point, I didn't do a lot of color like that. Caitlin is my funky girl, and she does a lot more than that. Now we're like, oh, send it to Caitlin. But this is one I was really excited about because it turned out really pretty.
Joy,
it looks cool.
have you seen the new? It's like I just saw it earlier, and it's like hologram hair. I don't know. If
I've been in quarantine, so hold on now. Let me look this up. What?
I mean, it's like it is. I mean, it's pretty, but I'm sure that the process would be crazy. But it's like on light hair, and then it has all those colors, kind of like the mermaid hair. And I want to say it's like is it holograph? What do you call those things?
Like holographic?
Yeah,
Hologram.
holographic.
Holograms. So that color kind of looks iridescent. Like it would probably change colors depending on how the sun hits it. That's what it kind of
so
looks
that
like.
was kind of when the oil slick thing came out. It's been a little bit ago, but
Okay.
I'm trying to look. It probably could. So I think it probably would. I don't know, maybe some hair.
Right.
There is actually color out there that does that.
Okay.
Sandy.
Huh.
Sandy.
What?
Stick a pin in it. Let's come
Oh
back.
no, I've got to find it. I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Yeah, I'm like, so this is one of my girls who we were doing some modeling in our shirts. So we have the I do for the bride and then the I do crew. So that was a mom and daughter and sister. So
Aw.
yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, it is.
So here we are at Valentine's. Caitlin was getting her hair done. She's gonna probably kill me if she sees this. But we all bought vodka as my Valentine because
it is.
Why not? Why not?
I do a lot of reds. This is a mom and a daughter, and so this is like a dark, kind of a reddish, maroony copper, and I tend to do a lot of reds. Anyway, I just put that in there because it was fun.
I like red. I like red hair.
It's fun. So there's Caitlin. She always lets me do fun things, so I put some yellow in her hair. She's my funky girl.
So my stylist today, because if y'all notice, I got my hair chopped today. I'm just gonna let you know again.
Looks good, Joe.
But his hair was blonde and he had a purple tint into it. So he's like, "We need to do that to your hair." And I was like, "Well, once we get it longer, then we can try it." Yeah.
Well, so do purple shampoo and you can do that. Wash your hair with purple shampoo like 3 or 4 times or once and let it set for 30 minutes. You'll have purple hair.
You can borrow Jillian's purple shampoo.
Oh yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. So this lady with this color, I want to show y'all. She went to Norway right before all of this stuff happened. And so I talked her into letting me do like Northern Lights colors on her hair. And so that was really fun. Yeah, luckily I didn't have to bleach it because it was already light. But that was a really fun because one way I did it all horizontal with the colors and the other next side or the other section of hair, I did it all vertical. And so it was really cool how it came out. So that's why
Okay.
Oh, Jamie, you need to show that.
Okay. I'll hold on.
Actually,
you do it, Joe, because I think it's gonna overdo my side of things over here.
Okay, hold on just a second. So Sandy found it, and it looks
I had
pretty
to find
cool.
it.
Oh, okay.
she's like, I had to find it.
Holographic?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can't zoom in, so I apologize for that. But
yeah, it's hard to zoom.
Oh, Joe, hit Control Plus on the keyboard.
Don't listen to him. You saw how long it took him to help me last time.
Oh, never mind. He's on Mac. Gosh.
I might be able to do this though. Let's see this. No.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
oh, that's the opposite.
That's the smaller version.
Awkward.
I mean, it looks fake. Like there's no way you can do that. I don't think.
Anyways.
Okay, so I see one here on YouTube. That's interesting. Like, how do you get that? I kind of see it. Yeah. How do you get that? It's like that car, the car that drives and it's like different light, it's different color. How do you, unless it's like a spray or something on top and it washes out?
So Joyce, that's your homework. So next time we bring you back.
Oh, look, see, I have a girl right here who has it.
Okay, we're going to need you to try it and then just report back.
Oh, you know what? You can do a video of you getting it done, and then we'll show it on here. And
so let me tell y'all, I had pink hair a while back. Then I did purple, and then it took 5.5 hours for the girls to get purple out of my hair. They would kill me. I had blonde hair just like 2-3 days ago, so they would kill me if I said, "Hey, girl, can you do my hair?"
No, you need to find a model.
You need it. Your hair's perfect.
Yes, Joe, yours is
already light.
And
you have to have light hair to do those colors.
Yes,
it's platinum.
Same difference.
Hello, yeah.
Joe, you just
whatever. You can do it. I say we vote for Joe to do it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness,
Joe, and we'll show it off during spin class while at Toastmasters.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that's quite a combination there, Sandy.
I wish my hand would go across the screen and just. Oh, where'd it go?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is awesome, though.
Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to kind of zoom past some of these pictures. We kind of saw that one earlier. Oh, snap.
Whoa, look at them shoulder pads.
Aren't they cute? That's one of my dresses that I just got in. I love them. They're so fun. It's like,
yeah.
I already have broad shoulders anyway, so I don't need it, but I love that dress.
That is
do not.
Cool.
There's another one of my reds, coppers, red browns. Oh, so there's me with my purple hair.
Wow.
I love the purple hair.
And that front up there is I colored it, and that is the extensions in the front of my hair that's colored right there too. I wanted to blow it up.
I love that.
Just to show you.
And then you got the Carol Baskins dress too. I like that.
Well, that was way before. That was rodeo, so that's like in February. That was way before Carol Baskin came out.
Or was it?
I didn't even see all that. I canceled my internet, so I never even saw that show, y'all.
Joyce,
Oh,
we're not
okay.
missing
I
anything,
don't know
I
anything
think.
about it.
You and me
Joyce, you have to go down the black hole.
No,
that is
don't,
Tiger
don't.
Do
King.
it.
both. But, all right. Don't do it.
That's cute. I like that color.
Thank you. Oh, there's my hair blonde before I did it, the purple. But still, that same extension in the front.
That's a good picture.
This person says something here. Kyle Walton says,
Oh my God, who put that picture up there? I did not put that picture.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Who is that?
That's me and Angela. Oh my God.
Two of my favorite folks from junior high. Look at that.
man, that
Ooh,
is
sir.
awesome.
Oh, Cody. Dwayne was my best friend.
Look at you.
I love the bang.
Oh yeah,
Oh, there's my
she was a
basketball picture.
baller.
Yeah. Look at that, Joyce.
Look at me.
Oh,
ninth grade
Your
banquet.
ninth grade banquet. She was up there sitting on the bench, or not the bench, the front table. The front
At
table.
the front, yeah, because Dwayne was a whatever.
President. He was the student council president.
Yes.
Wow.
And then I showed this because I knew the guys were asked later, what did you look like in junior high? So
There you are.
I'm just
and
saying.
there we go.
Yay!
Cute.
Very nice.
That was me yesterday. It was boring. What?
Joyce,
Huh?
those are some great photos you shared with us. I appreciate you doing that with us.
That's what I got on a whim, whatever. No big deal.
It's no big
You know,
deal.
and let me tell you guys real quick, because Joyce is like a boss,
It's not
because
gonna be real
I
quick.
called her and she was like, I just got home. I was helping with homework. I had to cook. I had to mow the lawn. I had to put this one in bed.
You
I had
mowed
it,
the
and I
lawn?
was like, holy
It's
shit.
my workout.
I was like, when are you gonna breathe? Are you sure you have time for the mic check? I was like, holy jeez. So
In junior high, they named me the Energizer Bunny. I didn't know it, but they had like a scrapbook club. And that ninth grade year, I was in. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're the Energizer Bunny because you never you keep
absolutely
going."
makes sense.
And now it's like, "What are you on?" And I'm like,
Life.
"Nothing." I think I need it now, though.
You were
getting
great.
old.
You were great. So
Thank you.
we're getting close to the end here, and I hate that we have to do this. It always comes so quick, guys. It always comes so quick.
Yeah, I didn't even realize.
Right. 56 minutes, 57 minutes now. So that is time flies when you're having fun and a
Yeah.
cool guest.
Like you. So we have two questions that we ask all of our guests before they leave us. And the first one, Joyce, is we're going to give you some time to plug whatever you want. And so I hope you've thought about this, but we're going to put you on the spot, and you get a couple minutes here to just kind of say whatever it is you want to say, plug whatever business part you want to do. We'll make sure to put all your information in the comments, but why don't you just tell the people what you want to tell them?
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry. Don't do that.
You know what? I know that there are a ton of people out there who are looking to go forward. It's weird that I can't see y'all. That are in a spot where they're not sure where they're going to go with their lives or what their next step is. And I just say, don't give up. I've always been the optimist. And I've had people who have loved me along the way. I've had people who have helped me. Whether it's financially, whether it's just loving me or constantly like giving me that, hey, it's okay. My whole life, I've been surrounded by amazing people. And I think I'm very thankful. And that's where I am now because of those people. I'm very blessed to have the people in my life and my girls at work. I love my husband and my kids. Don't get me wrong there, but I'm here 90% of the time, it seems like. And they are what I think we keep each other going. We call each other work wives. So I'm very thankful for them. And my salon is open because they are here and they're great and our clients come. And so I just say, if you're stuck and you don't know what you want to do, or I just say, don't give up. That's my main, is just don't give up because I'm not I don't know, whatever. I just keep trying and be happy.
Awesome.
Not a quitter.
Not
And
a
then-
quitter. That is, not a quitter.
And then our
tornado tallies.
Yeah. And then our last question is, if we like for our guests to give us a topic for a future episode.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea for a future episode that me, Sandy, Joe, and I can do for a future episode?
Yeah, I think like Botox and fillers and like the hormone replacement stuff that is coming up, and it's really, really big. I think that's a huge no. Yeah.
No. That's
You're like,
different.
well, you said earlier you wanted to ask questions.
It
but
could
that's
be
what I was
anything.
thinking.
We just found
No.
nothing about it, so we have to do some research.
Like-
That's all.
And Sandy does. I don't know that Sandy likes to do research if it's not about true crime. So, but okay, Botox
Kelly,
and
my
fillers.
lady. No, yeah. It's really big these days, and it's not just for headaches anymore, and it's not for people who want like frozen face.
Be
It's for
shocked.
sweaters. It's for
Huh?
sweaters.
Or sweaters, yeah.
People
I
who-
used to sweat a ton, and I was just to say whenever it came out, I was, I want to get in my underarms. I never did. I don't sweat like I used to, but it's not necessarily for, not against anybody who has, they call it the plastic face. People want to help with their headaches. They want to help with anyway, there's just a whole bunch of, slowing down the aging process. I know a lot of us used to tan and whatever. And so a lot of people just want to slow down the aging process. So I think that would be a good, you said you did makeup and you've done hair now and you've, whatever. I think.
Yeah.
That
I like
sounds
it.
fun. I like that.
Yeah. That'll really make us stretch.
I know we're at the end, but anyway, that's what I think we should do.
I know.
Right.
Joyce, thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming
Joyce.
on.
You were awesome.
Yes, Joyce, love the energy, love your salon and your message.
Wrap it up. Joyce. Wrap it up.
All right,
Thank you, I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm not much fun. Okay, we got to go.
Hang
I
on
know.
right there. Hang on right there with us. So while we go ahead and wrap this up quick.
Okay.
So Joe, tell everyone what we got coming
Bye,
up for the
everybody.
rest of the
Thank
week.
you.
Bye, Joyce. Thank you.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. What? Oh, it's wait.
Sorry, what do we have going on for the rest of the week?
Oh, tomorrow we're gonna have what is his name? Is it
David.
David? And he's gonna be talking about wrestling.
Wrestling.
He has a podcast about it. So man, I don't watch wrestling as much as I used to, but growing up, I was always watching wrestling. Can I tell you how much I loved it? And then it just kind of fell off to the wayside, but it's still interesting to me. So I can't wait to see what he has to bring in all that stuff. So it's gonna be cool. It's going to be cool.
That's Thursday,
Friday.
right? Yep.
That's Thursday. That's tomorrow. And Friday, we have another episode of Food Friday. And some of us have already done their homework. And
Thank you.
so it's not fair. I'm just going to say that right now.
It's not really done. Like I gathered my ingredients.
So
Um,
she's just got to make the assistant make it now. Sorry, Eric. My
I
bad.
haven't even told him yet.
Oh, okay.
You ruined it.
Surprise.
Should be
And-
fun. Should
And
be
we
fun.
will have a guest host on Friday, guys. Tim's going to be joining us.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So he's really
so
excited
you
about it.
roped him in. You roped him in,
Yeah, I
didn't you?
did. Yeah.
You don't
So-
have to show. You don't have to go. It's cool. If you don't
Yeah,
want
it's cool. We're all right then. We're
to,
all right.
no, I think it'd be cool for you. All
Yeah.
right, I see.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in tonight and being with us. And as always,
Remember to wash your hands.
for at least 20 seconds.
Yeah, filthy animals.
Good night, guys.
Good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Arrivederci.